about how many kings or queens have reigned during your lifetime. For most of us, it's only one, or at the most, two queens. But as we journey through the book of Daniel, we discover that his experience is quite different to our own. First of all, there was King Nebuchadnezzar, opinionated, stubborn, forgetful, and a few anger issues. Then came along his son, King Belshazzar, equally proud and a bit of a party guy. After a sudden death, we see a change of monarchy, with the leadership given to King Darius the Mede. Whilst a bit of an administrative genius, he also lacked a little wisdom when it came to creating his own laws. And finally, we see Daniel serving under the king of Persia, Cyrus, well known for his conquering of Babylon and liberating the Jews from captivity. No doubt being a king is a tough job. Lots of decisions, meetings, and pressure from all directions. But being a king also involves great power. And a common thing we see in all the kings that Daniel served was an overall lack of humility. And one of the best examples is highlighted in King Belshazzar in Daniel chapter 5. King Belshazzar decided to throw a party. He invited all the important people to come, and in amongst their partying, suddenly a human hand appeared and began writing on the wall. King Belshazzar was suddenly filled with fear, with no idea with what this writing on the wall meant. He eventually sent for Daniel to interpret it, and with God's help, Daniel explained to King Belshazzar that he'd become overly proud, very stubborn, and had disregarded God in all his decision making. And as a result, his reign and his kingdom were about to come to an end. You see, the one thing that many of these kings in the book of Daniel can teach us is that God is holy and that God is to be exalted above all things. Therefore, we are to recognize him daily as the King of our lives in all we do, in all we think, and in all we say.